Hey guys, we're back. Hey, Wendelina is the first one into the chat. Yes. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way in. I have a few things I need to discuss. I think that this was made history yesterday. What had popped off? Hey, Wendelina, you are the first one in the chat. Sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why I feel like this is Friday, but as we lot to talk about, so let me take that down there. Yes, sweetie, yes. Thank you for hitting the like button. So I'm gonna get right into it. I did express how I felt last night. I did express how I felt at 3 p.m. I did a premiere live. This is a separate live. Um, and I'm gonna speak about it again because I am very disgusted right now with Carlissa. First and foremost, I have a list of people that I'm going down the list and I'm gonna read for filth, but I'm gonna, keep it cute and clean, and it's gonna be PG. You know what I'm saying, for mature audiences, but a PG. Carlissa is the matriarch of, or supposed to be, of her family, and it is so sad that people who were calling Blueface's grandfather allegedly a crackhead because of how he looked, regardless if he was or not. I don't know. I don't care. That does not give anybody the right to judge that man's past on how he looks, but nobody judged how smart he was. The only one to say, you people basically are ghetto. You are coming to the courthouse with kids that should not be in that setting. There is nothing appropriate about Jaidyn Alexis bringing her child for support for Blueface. That child is not even going to be old enough to remember being in court to support her father. Her father got in trouble as a grown man on his own. Second of all, the only one, because he sort of cares, because we know we're not going to get Whack 100 or Bodine saying what the truth is and how it looks or how it appears to the courts, or to the fans, supporters, the people that go to these court proceedings. But he was the only one that stood up and made sense. And I'm glad that he did that. Enough's enough. Jayden, you ain't got no business at that courthouse. You ain't laying up with Blueface no more. CashApp is so-called in a relationship with him. Now, unless you and Blueface got plans that nobody knows about, but you two, why are you at the courthouse? If Blueface and CashApp had broke up, you think he would be calling her for emotional support, telling her to bring Junior? Absolutely not. So why is it okay that he's back with CashApp, but CashApp has to accept that Jaidyn Alexis and the kids are coming to support Daddy Blue? That's game. Hi, pretty blue eyes. That's game. I see right through the mess. And I been has said it's a no business at all at that courthouse, and especially got a nerve to be bringing the child. And I already predicted. I hope Blueface don't get out, and I hope CashApp is, still in jail. If she's still in jail, I hope that he don't try to use like even Jaden's using. I'm doing it for my daughter. I'm doing it for my son. My kids need to know where their father's at and how they're doing. They are at the age they don't need to know that. And everything that Blueface's grandfather said was the truth. Carlissa knows what her father said was the truth. But Carlissa wants to keep the drama going because that's what she gets monetized and paid off of. That's how she got her reality show, off of drama. So she's not going to make it make sense. She's not going to say what her father said. How foolish Jayden looks dragging her kids to a courthouse or a jail cell to go see Blueface when he could have avoided all of what he did to get put there. Blueface is being very disrespectful. It's the biggest disrespect to Chrisean Rock. And nobody's talking about it. And I'm side-eyeing a lot of people. You're talking about everything else. Talking about everything that we ain't got no control over. One being, when is Chrisean Rock getting out of jail? But nobody's talking about how disrespectful Blueface is being by making that call to have Jayden, if he perhaps get out of jail, even by on the 9th, come pick you up. Why can't you take a Lyft or Uber? Bodine's there. Why can't he come pick you up? What plans do you have that Chrisean Rock don't know about? That Jayden is going to pick you up. You know, if Jayden picks him up, he's going to spend time with Jayden. He ain't had no, you know what, in about 7 months. So you know Jayden going to give it to him. But soon as Chrisean Rock broke a curfew a few months back prior to her going to jail, she got dragged. Big facts, my girl. I'm trying to tell you, she got dragged. I don't hear nobody talking about that. You want to talk about all the messy, stupid decisions and all the stuff that's going on, but let's talk about what is being blatantly done in front of everybody's face. Because if you're a supporter of Chrisean Rock, you ain't got to be a fan, super fan, obsessed fan, but you genuinely might see something in that girl that she can change her life, and that's why you defend her respectfully. Why don't people see blatantly that the girl is being disrespected every chance Blueface gets? Jayden don't got no business at that courthouse. And she's being asked to be brought there. I mean, to come there, and she's doing it on purpose. I already told you before Blueface gets out, but when he gets out sooner than later, you're gonna definitely see that Jayden's quiet for now, but that's just the quiet before the storm. She was quiet for a reason. There was no reason not to be quiet. She already got plans. She already knows how things are gonna pop off. She already knows that Blueface can't stay away from her. She already knows that Blueface is gonna use his family. Chrisean Rock said in her diss song that she knows that he wants to be back with his family. So if even Chrisean knowing that, you have to write lyrics saying this in your music, why do you keep subjecting yourself to this? You're in jail right now because you wasn't taking care of your legal obligations, and you were going to see Blueface, seeing how his cases were doing, taking your child into that courthouse, and then eventually get arrested. Now, make that make sense. Only Blueface can stop this crazy. No, only one that can stop it is the women. Somebody's have to be the better person and walk away. It's either both of them or one of them. Because Blueface is disrespecting both of them. It ain't no such thing as one being disrespected worse than the other. Disrespect is disrespect. And Jayden's looking like a fool too. Running herself. How you running yourself to a courthouse and that man, prior to going to jail, brought in Christmas and the New Year and all that with Chrisean Rock at his house. She escorted him to jail that morning with her baby, and they've been together ever since. And publicly, he has been doing jail calls. He has made it clear in his own subtle ways that Chrisean's at his house and that they're back together, but there were rules that were set for Chrisean that she was following, except for one time and then she got dragged. Why would Jayden want to go to the courthouse knowing that her baby father's in jail still was claiming Chrisean Rock and wanted her to stay at his house with his son, Junior? And the day she didn't come home, he publicly had somebody call three-way so that he could tell social media that she broke her curfew. Jaidyn heard what was said about Chrisean Rock and why he was mad. He was mad because she didn't come home. She didn't come home to Blueface's house. So you knowing that, Jaidyn, why do you think that you should be at the courthouse and be an emotional support system to Blueface? Is he an emotional support system to you? He'll have you have an emotional breakdown. That's about it, a nervous breakdown. But as far as him being supportive, I don't know about that. See, these women, these young women have to understand if they don't make change, change is not going to happen. Blueface needs to pick one of them. But he's not. Why buy the cow when the milk's for free, Wendelina? The woman don't have no clue exactly. Hey, Houston, how you doing? Well, they need to get a clue. They really honestly do, because it's a bad look. It really is. And their kids are getting at that age where kids are like sponges and they will eventually remember some of what is being, done. Why do you think even that judge has her prejudice? Think about how that judge is thinking. The lady judge that's on Blueface's case. You got one baby's mother coming in with an 11-month-old baby. She got a warrant out of our court of California. She had a warrant, or still has a warrant in Maryland. I mean, in Baltimore, Maryland, and a warrant for abscond in Oklahoma at the time. And she's literally coming into our courts to check on Blueface because that's her baby's father, knowing she's a fugitive. You know what that judge is thinking? Oh, you think just because you're Chrisean Rock, in your mind, you're a household name, you're famous, you could do whatever you want. And that's what your baby's father's problem is, Blueface. He's in my prison, and he's getting caught with paraphernalia and cell phones. He's in jail doing a probation sentencing, picking up another charge while in jail. And that's why he can't get out now. They're both a liability, and they're both living a grand delusion that is only a delusion in their minds, because the judge is not falling for the banana in a tailpipe. She's not gonna budge like everybody else has that are around them. Then the judge has to know the other baby's mothers was there prior to Chrisean getting locked up, bringing her kids. It's not a good look, because that's what they expect us to do. They expect us to, he got two babies' mamas, and we got one kid from one baby's mama and two over here. I want both my baby's mamas at the court date, and I want my kids that I had from both of them at the court date. That is called ghetto at the highest captivity. That is called a person making a sound decision, but you don't sound educated making that kind of a decision. You're a grown man. Take care of your affairs. If you need a support system, have WAC 100 and Bodine come, or have Bonnie Lachey come. But leave Jayden out of it and your kids. The only one that's obligated to be there, but she's locked up right now, is your woman, Chrisean Rock, because that's supposed to be who your woman is, right? At this particular time. But other than that, And I'm going to continue to stand on it. This is a circus. This is some disrespectful stuff, and I'm telling you right now, when CashApp gets out, she's got to clean up shop. Because if you don't change your environment, nothing changes. That girl's going to end up having a nervous breakdown. She's got to be there for Junior. You're not going to be there for Junior if your mind ain't right, if you ain't got all your faculties. You cannot allow Blueface to drive you to, well, he already drove you to drink and allegedly do drugs. Okay. When y'all are out partying, allegedly. But I'm just trying to say, you cannot let that man drive you crazy. You got to be there for Junior. All Junior has is you. He doesn't have anybody else but you. And I'm going to say this again, and I don't care who gets mad. I don't care what names you call Blueface's grandfather. But he's the only one who has said what needed to be said. Whole bunch of grown folks up in the hallway of a courthouse. A creation that Blueface set up. Bodine, you be here. Oh, if you can make it WAC 100, you be here. Oh, Jayden, I need you to bring yourself and the baby. Oh, Chrisean, I need you to be there too. And make sure you bring my son Junior. And you know what it looks like? It looks like the hallway of a courthouse in the projects. You got the two baby mamas, the one with the two kids, and the one over here that just had hers with the one kid. They don't get along. They're both, being intimate with the same dude. He's 1 minute picking a fight over here to be with this one, and then picking a fight over here to be with that one. And they're bringing this mess into an establishment where he should be taking care of his business. His livelihood should be more important than all this other stuff that he's doing. Because to be honest with you, he's trying to be on image. But the heck with the image of Jaidyn, Alexis, and CashApp. The heck with how they feel. He's making a fool out of both of them. Exactly. And that's my point, Pamela. And they don't care. And that's sad. I like the grandfather. He's the only one spoke up. And you know what was sad? Your father was there, Carlissa, to back you up if you was to back him up, because you know what he was saying was right. This don't look right. She shouldn't. I don't care what the baby's mamas feel. Them kids shouldn't be here. So a lot of the stuff the grandfather was hearing, he's probably saying, no wonder why people are getting threatened to call CPS on people, and all this and that and other. Look at how y'all are coming up into a courthouse. Some of y'all are coming in here with warrants coming to go check on Blueface instead of checking on your own affairs with babies. It looks bad for the court. That's what I'm saying. It looks bad. So that's why it gives that judge the opportunity to take nothing serious. Because the final decision she makes, she's got to stand on that. And she don't see no responsible parties. There's no responsible parties. There's nobody saying or promoting the right stuff except for that grandfather. And all people could think to say about that man was that he was a crackhead. And I'm gonna pull that up one more time. Hold on 1 second. It's really sad. But he had more sense than a whole lot of the people did. I'm gonna play my commentary video right now and give you my thoughts for the ones that did hear
Hey
it.
guys, back with another video. But before I start, make sure you smash that like button.
Can you
Also, if
guys
you're not
hear it? Put a Y
subscribed
in
to the
the chat,
channel, you
please.
do so making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all. So when I do these uploads, you are the first one to watch. So getting directly into this video, we will be touching on this topic and some other things that I would love to share with you guys at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on today's live. I did not find anything funny about this interaction that Blueface's grandfather and Bodine had. I thought that Bodine was, in my opinion, very disrespectful. And I'm starting to see a pattern of behavior with the disrespect for elders,
Carlissa's
for
dad is
mothers. I
correct.
don't care what kind of a person people think Carlissa is, that is still Blueface's mother. And respect should be shown at
Yep.
all times,
Grandfather
whether
knew
or not she's
understood the
Carlissa over
assignment.
the top and she does things that Blueface shares with people that he has met in his life that he feels as though he's closer to or not. That is still his mother. And I also see a pattern of behavior of him doing Bodine and Whack 100 and probably other people in the circle that we don't see as often that are a part of Blueface's life, disrespecting Chrisean Rock and probably behind closed doors disrespecting Jayden. So it's a pattern of behavior of Blueface allowing these men that are in his life that he trusts with his life to disrespect family members, elders, women that can't protect themselves, like Chrisean Rock in particular.
Because I also didn't appreciate the way Bodine, because I could hear the conversation, because shout out to Denat, he was at court. He was right near where when they were arguing. So he was letting all that audio be picked up. And I could hear how Bodine was talking to this man. And I didn't like his attitude. Bodine is quiet. He's not like Whack 100 Chatty Patty. But when he gets started, he can get ignorant too. And I think he was very disrespectful to Blueface's father. But he's supposed to be Blueface's mentor. But you're not acting like a mentor.
And it's getting out of control because what people don't see is that what the grandfather said was rightfully true. It should have been spoke on before, but the problem is people are playing into the narrative that's being spun by Blueface behind bars. And then you wonder why Blueface is not out of jail as we speak, because the judge is not trying to be part of the pawn. She's not trying to be part of the acceptance of the dysfunction of the whole setup that they got going on. First and foremost, Jayden shouldn't even be at court. If he is in a relationship with Blueface, Blueface should be having Chrisean Rock. Hopefully, I hope I put that correctly. If Jayden's not in a relationship with Blueface, she should not be at that courthouse. She shouldn't be at that courthouse, period, with her child, anyways. That is not the setting. Everything that Carlissa's father said was the truth. It's just blatant disrespect that is shown on a daily basis in front of people, and no one's seeing the big picture. It's going over everyone's head. And I want you guys to leave in the comment section, do you see the blatant disrespect? And do you agree with me that if the shoe was on the other foot and Jayden was back with Blueface, now would Chrisean Rock be called as a support system to Blueface at this time? No, she would not. She would be off in the sunset doing her own thing, and Blueface would be a family again with Jayden and his two kids. I don't know why it's accepted now, because Chrisean Rock and Blueface are back together, and Jayden and Blueface are just co-parenting and just, I guess, good friends because of the history. Those kids should not be at that courthouse, and I've said it before. Jayden shouldn't even be at that courthouse. There's a time and a place for the payback, and that shouldn't be at the courthouse. We have to understand there are some prejudice, I believe, in my opinion, with this judge. She's seeing a lot of dysfunction, and the judge is playing on that. She's seeing what she already expects from people of color. That, the baby's father, Blueface in this case, is allowing his baby's mother to come with a toddler with warrants and a fugitive all around the states of the United States to walk into a court, even having a warrant inside a California court. And she's bringing her baby, Jaidyn's bringing hers, both babies' mothers who also have DVs in that same California courtroom or courthouse, let me say.
He
And
sure
they're
does.
coming to support a man that's
Hey,
allegedly supposed
Haley.
to be with and starting a family with Chrisean Rock. And I just think that it's just a lot of disrespect all across the board. And I don't care if people want to call allegedly, Carlissa's father a crackhead and he's crazy and or he's a comedian. No, he was saying the real. This don't look right. This is what they expect to see. He's dragging both his baby's mothers in the court with their kids. They're not like related, Chrisean Rock and Jayden. They're enemies of each other. And they both have kids, one around the same age. That means he was with both of them at the same time around that time that these
Exactly,
kids were
Queen Grandma.
conceived. And the courts are seeing this. It's called being embarrassed. Embarrassment. And nobody looks at that like that. They think that this is a game and it's not. It's sad. This is what they expect from us. We're giving them exactly what they already expect from us. And it's really sad that people are not seeing it like that. Now, we're going to get the naysayers that are going to say, oh, it's all right for Jayden to be there if Chrisean's there. Why can't Jayden be there? Because they're not supporters of Chrisean Rock. But we all know that that is blatant disrespect. And it has gotten out of control and it's not going to get any better. There are a lot of people rooting for Jayden to be back with Blueface. And there's a lot of people rooting for Chrisean Rock to be back with Blueface. But let me just tell you this, and you guys listen up good. Nobody's going to have Blueface but Blueface. Blueface is going to, this is on a pause, get out and he's going to do exactly what he did when he was out. There has nothing changed about Blueface. He's already showing and displaying the behavior of how he gets down by Jayden being part of the equation at these appearances. And if he got out yesterday and Chrisean Rock was there, how does it even look that Jaidyn Alexis is there with the babies or the baby? And he's walking out the door with Chrisean Rock. You're looking like a fool,
You
Jayden.
already know,
Because if he's with
Pamela.
Chrisean Rock, that's who he's leaving with. So the only one that is having the best of both worlds and he's demanding respect and he's getting it is Blueface. And everybody else in the process is getting the short end of the stick. And I'm just so glad that somebody spoke up. Carlissa is supposed to be the matriarch of the family. Obviously, it's going to take her some time to take on her position. She hasn't since I've been doing commentary on Chrisean Rock and Blueface, and maybe she doesn't want to. She's focused on the glitz and the glam, the fame, and the money that's going to help take care of her for a lifetime. She's trying to set herself up so she's not working back at Walmart or having a man that she has to meet in her life take care of her for the rest of her life. She wants to be able to have her own independence, any means necessary. And if she has to clout chase off of Chrisean Rock and her son, she's going to do so. But if anyone by any means thought that what
It's not going to end well. I
Blueface's
agree with
grandfather was pointing out, which does look very dysfunctional, it looks like the Adams families, like the Hills Have Eyes family. Like, it's just so dysfunctional. Jayden there with child. Chrisean there with warrant and child.
Why
Now
does
Chrisean
she need to be
locked
there,
up
Haley?
and
Answer
child
that
with
question.
somebody else. Okay, Jayden's still there with child. But why is child there? There's no reason for a child to be in that atmosphere. That's not something that you want, because kids are like sponges, for them to remember and think that is acceptable. They should be out of certain situations when it comes to grown folks' affairs. This is just ghetto at its finest. And I hope that when Blueface gets out, he grows up and puts all this to rest. If he wants to be with Chrisean, be with Chrisean. If you want to be with Jayden, be with Jayden. But you got to make a choice. The way things are going right now, and we don't know, what's going on with CashApp coming home. Is she in Oklahoma? What's going on? But what I do know is that it'll be a shame if Blueface ends up dealing with Jaidyn Alexis behind CashApp's back after she gave her word to him. So I really hope that things change, because it'd be really messed up
She
if
probably
he
did, Rita.
wasted CashApp's time. She has no problem with going on with her life, even if it hurts. We've seen her do it before. But he has got to, if he doesn't want her, don't want her. But don't want her, but don't want anybody else to have her. That's being selfish. Let her go on with her life. If Jayden wants to choose to deal with that, that's on Jayden. But this right here is definitely a circus.
Now, let me just tell you something. We all know if not Chrisean, if Jayden was back with Blueface, she would not be going for Blueface saying, "Oh well, Chrisean's gonna support me. She's coming with Junior." No, the shoe on the other foot, Jayden would get the utmost respect. Period. Point blank. So that's why I feel as though Chrisean should get it now. Now I wanna play this little part. Here it goes. Here it is.
As I'm concerned, and I don't care how Jonathan feels, his mother feels, his baby mama feels, or anything else. This is a case for children's services. The whole situation is a case for children's services.
Let me ask you a question about
Yes, go
that.
ahead.
All family and good family, blood thicker than water. We all hear that. So, Bodine has been in your
Understand
grandkids'
again,
lives.
you're talking to me about someone who I never met before in my life. So you're asking me to trust someone with my grandchildren and my grandson with an individual who I know nothing about. For him to approach me and have a conversation about my seed. This is my seed, who I fed and gave my life to take care of. For someone to even address me and have a conversation concerning him is disrespectful. Where do you get it?
Oh, that's too funny. You can have your opinions, but I'm gonna tell you something. Speaking for myself, if I was Chrisean and Jayden was coming to the courthouse, and because for number one, that ain't no setting for no kids to be. They can see their daddy when he gets out. They don't need to be going to court with mommy, being part of the support system. No little 2-year-old. Okay, so I'm just sorry. You can see it the way you want to see it. I see it the way I want to see it. We could agree to disagree, but I don't feel like there's no reason for the Jayden to be there. Okay, and like I said, the reason why Jayden's there is because, like I said, she's been quiet the whole time when Blueface has done this bid. You feel what I'm saying, Wendelina? And now she gonna show out. Blueface on his way out. She gonna show out. She ain't sitting back letting Chrisean think she got a one up on her. Chrisean took her man. Chrisean was supposed to be the side chick and took her man. Jayden is going to do everything in her power to get back at CashApp. Jayden knows just like I know. If I was to pull aside Jayden and be like, sis, I know why you're doing what you're doing. And you don't care because of what CashApp did to you. I bet you she would admit it. I don't give a blank about her. She didn't care about me when she was doing it with doing it to me with Blueface. I don't care what Blueface was telling her. She still knew about me. I know exactly how the conversation would go. And I know exactly why Jayden is listening to Blueface tell her to come to court. And I also know the alternative motive of Blueface. One, he don't have no respect for neither one of them. He wants to be in control of both of them. And he's making that quite clear by Jayden being there in court and her being in court prior to Chrisean Rock being locked up. And he's trying to control, like I just said again, both of them, because he's controlling also Chrisean Rock, because Chrisean Rock ain't getting rah-rah about it. She probably wants to, but she's under control. Her brain is being washed. She's being brainwashed. Jayden don't like men. Rita, you funny. You know what? She probably don't. But I bet you, just to get back at Chrisean Rock, she'll like Blueface all over again. Give him some nook and everything. Neither one of them. Facts. Shoot. I wish my baby's father, and we're currently together. I wish he would have his first baby's mama. I don't care if they had 20 kids. I wish he would. Shoot. See, y'all different than me, honey. The ones that think that that's okay and normal for her to be there, that's good luck to you. But don't get mad one day if you got a man playing in your face and it ain't taking you serious because you sitting up there accepting stuff that you don't need to be accepting. That's settling for less. Accepting some crap like that. I'm sorry. You feel what I'm saying? And people are quick to sit there and like in this situation say, I don't see anything wrong with that. You know why? Because it ain't happening in your relationship, in your marriage, in your life. So you don't care anyways. Shoot. And if you're low key, probably don't like me and just want to get in the comment section just to say that, of course you're going to be against the grain. Please. It be the most common sense questions or answers that people just don't answer them with common sense. It's okay to make the one he's with uncomfortable. Blueface is doing that on purpose, and Jayden knows that he's doing it, and she's going right along with it. Rocking Chrisean Rock to sleep. And that's a shame. But hey, if you like it, I love it. That's how I look at it. All I'm gonna keep saying is shout out to Denot for recording I can't even, Carlissa's father the conversation. And also shout out to Carlissa's father for being the only a grown adult with common sense saying this don't look right in this hallway. These kids shouldn't be here. Jaidyn and Alexis shouldn't be here. And I don't care what nobody says. Not even Jaidyn and Alexis. And him being an older man, been there, done that. I've been your age. You ain't never been mine mentality. Which that's how Carlissa's father came across. He was shooting wisdom. But when you're ignorant and you think you got life figured out, you don't want to hear what the truth is. You don't want to hear the wisdom. So you rather stay dumb, lost in the sauce. By the time you figure it out, it'll be too late. And then you'll wish you would have listened, but it'll be too late. That's how it always goes. Let people, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Because I don't care what nobody says. That looks ignorant and ghetto. There's no reason for Jaidyn to be there, period, point blank. And not to be bringing those small kids. That is not where children should be. I'm sorry. And they don't deserve to be there. They didn't get in no trouble with the law. So why should they be caught up in the courthouse around criminals? That's not a good place to be with a kid. That ain't like that's Chuck E. Cheese. She's not taking her kid to Chuck E. Cheese to see Blueface doing quality time. Oh, these kids need to see their daddy. No, we're talking about a jailhouse or a courthouse. That's not a good look. But I guess when certain cultures gets so, adjusted to the ad norm, it comes normal. Stuff that's not normal becomes normal. Or sometimes people speak on foolishness because that's their thought process. Well, honey, you couldn't be in my circle. Yeah, Jayden acting like she taking Journey and her son Javon to Chuck E. Cheese. No, that's a courthouse where they try to lock people of color up and throw the key away. No matter what color you are, we ain't even gonna get into color because that I don't even want to sound ignorant. Ain't no Chuck E. Cheese or no Disney World. That's a courthouse. They trying to throw Blueface underneath the jail. It's just sad, man. But these they're still young, hey. But I mean, I was their age too. But these kids growing up after us, they are dumb. I mean, they are just dumb. I mean, just every sense of the world. Hey, Genty. So Genty, do you agree with Carlissa's father for saying what he said? I do. What you bringing some kids into a courthouse they can support and see that father, Blueface, when he gets out. Please. And when he's laying up and on good terms with Chrisean Rock, I'm not trying to say he ain't in his kid's life, but they don't see him like that. Please. He too busy trying to run behind, sniff behind I can't even think of a name right now. Chrisean Rock, I'm getting tired. I'm getting brain freezes. I'm like, yeah, it's that time of the day. Y'all know how my eyelids start getting heavy. Shoot, my eyelids start getting heavy, honey. I start counting sheeps. Shoot, a couple of weeks ago, I was counting sheeps while I was live. I went and took a dirt nap. Right, lead the kids home. Exactly, lead the kids home. Like that's the only opportunity them kids are gonna see their father is in a jail cell and in a courtroom. No, you just gonna have to wait till he gets out of jail. And when he gets out of jail, maybe you should give him some advice to stay out of jail. And when you're locked up, don't be trying to get stuff smuggled into your cell. Because perhaps they'll find it and you'll do more time or get more probation sentencing, like what's going on now with your Blueface. Dummy. Blueface's father have old knowledge. His grandfather, right. He's from that good cloth. You know what I'm saying? A good cloth is the stuff that was instilled back in the day when we were coming up was real talk. The stuff that's instilled in these kids now, I don't know who's worse, the parent or the kids. The parent. I don't know. And somebody has said in the chat that somebody heard that, was it Rita? That Carlissa, oh, here it is. Allegedly, Carlissa stranded her dad at court. I wouldn't be surprised. Carlissa is burnt out. Carlissa's burnt out. She got her own battles to fight. She ain't trying to fight no battles for her father. They might try to jump on in the court. That's crazy. He might get some time. I know, Jen. Looking at 2 and some change. Yeah, they're saying that that's what they kept from the public. I don't know why they got to keep that from us. We'll find out either way, because as soon as he gets sentenced, it's gonna be just like everything else on public information. They wasn't doing us no favors by keeping it from us. That boy, man, he And ain't he on that Rico case with Whack 100 in the game or something? Old school, good cloth. These them kind of people come from a good cloth. Yeah, Blueface's grandfather was spitting that wisdom. They didn't know how to take it. They didn't know how to take it. Well, we'll know on the knife. We'll know on the knife. We will know on the knife. So I don't know and stuff. I just, like I said, I know that it's gonna have to take either one of the girls walking away, either Chrisean Rock or Jaidyn Alexis. But if you got a heart, you gotta feel some type of compassion, because we all know why Chrisean Rock stays. It's because she loves him, and it's kind of sometimes hard to shake that when you love somebody that ain't no good. There's been a couple of ones in my lifetime that weren't good for me, but you love the world. You love the world, everything that they stand for, but they're not good for you. And it takes a while to detach yourself. And that's what Chrisean's going to have to do. She's going to have to do it on the strength of herself first and Junior second. Because I say Junior second because if she doesn't love Chrisean and get Chrisean right, she ain't going to be right for Junior. Just like you don't know how to love if you don't know what love feels like. You got to stop with loving oneself. In the meantime, in her time, run Chrisean might be, who knows? If he don't get out on the knife, at this point, all that hope that I have, I don't know if I'm going to keep it alive. Shoot, Chrisean might get home before him. I don't know. They're trying to say she's serving time. Now, I don't believe no 8 years. I could see 30 days, 60, maybe 90. But I don't know about no 8 years. I'm not promoting that. The two charges that people are referring to, you could do up to max. You could do up to 4 years, but I would think that she would have sense enough to plea out. Why would you take it all the way and then end up getting that max sentence of 8 years? I don't think that Chrisean would be advised to do that. So, people are just, banking on a demise. Ugh, her demise. Let that girl get out, build her strength, clean up her circle, and be the best mother she can be, or she knows how to be, and learn how to make bygones be bygones. Put what's current in the past. If you know what I'm saying, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. How I look at it. I ain't fitting up here. I'm sitting up here, just feeding into nonsense and just doing senseless stuff just for some views and clicks. Ain't that the truth? I'm serious, man. I just don't get it. I guess it ain't meant for me to get it. I can sit here with a dozen things that I think are gonna happen, or how I think things are gonna turn out, or why I think people do the things or say the things that they say or do. I don't know. We just got to sit back and see how the tape plays out. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that Chrisean gets the strength to get up out this rut, because she's loving somebody that she's really miserable when she's with him, because he's not treating her right. Let Jayden keep that over there. I'm quite sure when Chrisean is all said and done with Blueface, if that comes the time, she'll meet Mr. Right, and he's gonna treat her like a queen that she needs to be treated. And that's the only time it's gonna make sense to even Chrisean Rock that not everybody was hating on you. You got people out here like myself. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. People that tell you what you want to hear, you get far away from them because they're trying to see you crash. That's not her person to love. That's not her person to love. Pinky Black. So listen, I'm about to get up off of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Thank you for all the people that joined this live. I didn't stay on here long, but y'all did come through for me. I really appreciate y'all and your support. Make sure y'all hit that like, and dislikes are welcome. They are free. Also, after this live goes off, you know that the chat will be available. Please leave down in the comment section of this live your thoughts of what's going on. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Talk about it, SL. I'm trying to, Brenda, but honey, I'm about to get off. But you have a beautiful night. I wish Chrisean would just let Jayden have. That's what I just said. Exactly, Rita. I'm on the same page as you, baby girl. Genty, have a nice night. Rita, you have a nice night too, baby girl. Bye, Wendelina. Bye, everybody in the chat. Bye, everybody that's watching me. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Be safe, and I'm out. Mwah. Love y'all.